When your hormones are out of whack, your body follows suit. In today's video, I'm gonna go over the 11 best foods that you can eat for hormonal imbalances. I'll talk a little bit about hormonal imbalances and a few symptoms. Have you been feeling especially stressed lately with weird symptoms like acne, fatigue, or unexplained weight gain? Chances are your hormones are out of balance. Hormones are the chemical messengers of our endocrine system, and too much or too little of certain hormones can cause your body to act out. First, listen up to see if you might be suffering from a hormonal imbalance and discover the healing foods that can get you back on track. What is a hormonal imbalance? A hormonal imbalance happens when there is either too much or not enough of certain hormones in your bloodstream. Considering that hormones communicate with all of your organs in our bodies, too much of any hormone can send the wrong messages and cause all kinds of problems. Here are 6 telltale signs you have a hormonal imbalance. Number 1, fatigue. Ever find yourself feeling unusually tired or run down during the day, even though you're getting enough rest? Your hormones, specifically your thyroid hormones, may be to blame. Studies show a link between chronic fatigue and lower levels of thyroid hormones, which regulate metabolism and energy production. The second symptom, acne. Skin changes are common when hormones are unbalanced. This is why teenagers often experience intense breakouts during puberty when hormones are developing. Studies show that androgen hormones like DHT and DHEA play a huge role in the production of sebum in the skin, which can cause acne and breakouts. On the flip side, estrogen has the ability to suppress sebum production. When these two hormones are in balance, sebum production is steady and breakouts are less common. Next, unexplained weight changes. If you find yourself gaining or losing weight suddenly without changing your diet, you may either have high or low levels of thyroid hormones. Most women have the problem of gaining weight. So if you're losing a bunch of weight, then people might be jealous of that. But specifically in this video, we're going to be talking about the weight gain. Thyroid hormones play a huge role in body weight regulation, most likely due to their influence on metabolism. Next, we have mood changes. If you're experiencing symptoms like increased anxiety or irritability, an estrogen balance may be to blame. Studies show that estrogen interacts with certain neurotransmitters in your brain that affect cognition and mood. Levels that are too high or too low can impair cognition and result in mood changes, while even levels can support healthy mood regulation. Next, we have difficulty sleeping. It turns out hormone imbalances can keep you awake at night. Women in particular are likely to experience insomnia and loss of sleep during their menstrual cycles and pregnancy, times when hormone levels are prone to frequent changes. And of course, you have menstrual changes. The regularity of your menstrual cycle is a huge indicator of your hormonal imbalance. This is because the hormones estrogen and progesterone directly influence the start and completion of your cycle. If your cycle is irregular or the duration of your period is different than usual, you probably have an imbalance. So now we know what a hormonal imbalance is and what some symptoms of it are. So what causes hormonal imbalances? If you're experiencing any one of the symptoms I just described, you might be wondering what caused the hormones to fall out of balance. Listen up to discover the common reasons for hormonal imbalance. Number 1, of course, is poor diet. A sugary diet can easily cause your hormones to fluctuate like a seesaw. In fact, consuming a lot of prepackaged and fried foods can cause a change in reproductive hormones, resulting in reproductive dysfunction and ovarian cysts. Chronic stress. Too much stress can do a number on several of your hormones. High levels of stress can directly influence hormones that are released as part of the fight or flight response your body goes into when you're stressed out. When stress levels stay high, your body will go overboard, releasing these hormones, leading to an imbalance. Taking birth control. Birth control pills are hormones themselves, mostly a combination of estrogen and progestin. According to studies, birth control hormones can alter secretion of hypothalamic, ovarian, and other hormones and affect all kinds of bodily processes. Since birth control is made of synthetic hormones, it can easily cause your own hormones to fluctuate. Next, we have diabetes. Diabetes can play a role in affecting your estrogen or testosterone levels. Studies show that diabetes and other blood sugar issues are associated with hormonal imbalance, particularly estradiol, a version of estrogen. Next, of course, we have thyroid problems. Your thyroid is responsible for producing hormones that regulate metabolism and other essential functions in the body. When your thyroid is producing too little or too much of these hormones, it can easily cause an imbalance, leading to problems like infertility and metabolic syndrome. Iodine deficiency. The mineral iodine is needed in order to produce thyroid hormones. When you don't get enough iodine, the resulting hormonal imbalance puts you at risk for developing metabolic or cognitive problems. Lastly, we have endocrine disruptors. While you shouldn't panic until you've seen a doctor, a hormone imbalance can also be caused by certain tumors. This one's extreme, but just thought I'd mention it from doing research. Studies show that neuroendocrine tumors secrete many different hormones, and an excess of a single hormone is one of the most common signs of neuroendocrine tumor patients. Be sure to rule out other reasons for an imbalance before assuming the worst, of course. And finally, what probably originally brought you to this video, we have the 11 hormone balancing foods. Regardless of which of the issues you might suffer from that I went over in this video, you want to make sure that your kitchen is stocked with these 11 foods. First, we have flax seeds. Flax seeds contain lignans, a compound that can help reduce excess estrogen. Add a tablespoon of this to smoothies, salads, or coconut yogurt. Cruciferous vegetables contain a sulfur compound called DIM, which supports normal and healthy levels of estrogen in your body. Add a cup of broccoli, cauliflower, or Brussels sprouts to your diet every day. Also want to mention that these foods are better cooked versus raw because you help with the digestive processes, because too much of these can actually cause digestive problems, which lead to other issues. Next, we have bitter greens. They contain nutrients that help support normal hormonal imbalance. Dandelions in particular are studied for their ability to ease hormone-related reproductive problems. Try serving a handful of sauteed kale or dandelions as a side dish for every meal. Brazil nuts. They're nutrient-dense, naturally high in selenium, a mineral needed to maintain thyroid function. Selenium is directly involved in the production of thyroid hormones, which help control metabolism. They're also packed with magnesium and healthy fats. Broccoli sprouts. They contain a compound called sulforaphane, which can help reduce the risk of tumors and hormone-related cancers. Add a couple of broccoli sprouts to your paleo-friendly sandwiches or salads. Seaweed. Seaweed's rich in iodine, one of the most important minerals needed to help synthesize hormones in your thyroid gland. Add a dash of kelp flakes to your soups or snack on seaweed salad dressed in a light vinaigrette. Sauerkraut contains probiotics, or good bacteria, that help improve gut health. Research shows that probiotics can also affect hormones and even lower the stress hormone cortisol. Top your meals with some sauerkraut every day to get those benefits. Eggs, one of my favorite power foods. If you're a savory breakfast kind of person, we have some great news. Studies show that eating a high-protein meal in the morning reduces the hunger hormone ghrelin and can help keep you feeling full longer. If you find you're constantly craving carbs or sugars, your hormones could be to blame. So try eating eggs for breakfast instead of starchy carbs. Coconut oil. It's a dietary fat that plays a large role in hormonal imbalance, and if your testosterone levels are low, eating more of this fat can boost your levels. Coconut oil is one of the best sources of fats you can eat due to its high medium-chain triglycerides, medium-chain fatty acids, which can help improve brain health and aid in your fat loss. Eat a little coconut oil or just cook with it like I do here at home. Turmeric. Chronic inflammation can switch on multiple hormones in our bodies that lead to damaging imbalances. Turmeric is highly anti-inflammatory and can help tame this problem. Season your meals liberally with turmeric, add some to a smoothie, or search for a supplement that you can get to get some of this anti-inflammatory action. Salmon is the last food here. Research shows that omega-3 fatty acids, like those found in fish, can help prevent disease and help women in particular keep their hormones balanced. Aim to eat fatty fish like salmon at least 3 times per week. So what's the hormone balancing bottom line here? Your hormones are largely influenced by your diet. Making simple changes in the foods you consume every day could radically alter your hormones for the positive. So try and incorporate most of the foods on this list into your weekly regimen. The way you eat or diet should be hormone and metabolism focused. Whether it's keto, paleo, vegetarian, it doesn't matter. Any diet should be focused on your hormones and metabolism. Your diet is either promoting fat-burning hormones or fat-storing hormones. Change your habit to change your hormones. Click on the link in the first comment and I'll send you my free 24-hour metabolism reset guide and my 10 favorite hormone balancing drink recipes. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips just like this.